Hello everyone, welcome to my Module 9 teaching memo. The Patriots are desperately in need of offensive help. They battled the Cowboys Sunday afternoon, struggled, but won. And the Jets won, big, over the Raiders. Alas, the Giants lost their 7th straight game. Thanksgiving is this Thursday. Dr. Laura and I had my children and grandchildren over on Sunday for turkey soup and mashed potatoes. I was the master of the mashed potatoes. An interesting combination. I've shared a couple of pictures in the video, the title, as a matter of fact. I hope this holiday finds you all sharing it with family and offering your thanks. Okay, let's start with a little housekeeping. The selector response test process has ended. However, there are still people who need you to take their tests. Several people only posted their test or only took 1 or 2 tests. Please go back and take at least 5 tests. People need this to adequately complete the 3-part analytic summary. You can't really analyze results if you only have 1 test result. How do you graph that? I also want to remind you that even though it's closed, the select response test answers with feedback is still available. There are only 2 characteristics of quality that I used to grade them when you make your initial post and how many tests you take of your classmates. Some of you just thought saying things like, "Thank you for taking my test," counted as a response. Well, no, only you taking the tests of your classmates counted. And because there weren't in most groups, there weren't 5 people, you had to go and take tests in other groups, which I mentioned in 1 or 2 of my teaching memos and assignment videos. So even though I've already graded it, if you make 5 posts or more, let me know and I will regrade your posts. I am pleased with the inquiry-based comments made in the observation discussion board. There is much less cutting and pasting of quotes and just sticking a web link at the end. Let us know why you cited a source. Many of us are hungry and will go visit it if we think it's relevant, including Dr. Tom. Okay, Module 8 has closed. The DB has closed, and I continue to be impressed at the quality of student involvement over the 2 weeks that the discussion board was open. Conversations evolved around student-involved parent-teacher conferences, observing and questioning English language learners, conferencing with English language learner parents, having trouble speaking today, who don't speak English, and how to increase higher order thinking, and many other interesting topics. So well done for those who contributed and dug deeper. You know now that all these strategies are much more involved than just walking around the classroom. More materials for your pedagogical bag of tricks. And that's my goal, that you will be like Santa Claus carrying that bag of pedagogical tricks over your shoulder every time you enter the classroom. All right, Module 9 was a performance assessment, and there was not a mastery assessment given. What I have done in this course is try to model good performance assessment from discussing what a quality product looks like, giving rubrics that are clear and student-friendly, using exemplars, having you practice giving supportive feedback that goes beyond the quote-unquote nice job type, and allowing you to use that feedback to improve your product before it's graded. If you plan on using performance assessment in your classroom, and I would highly recommend it, make sure you download the resources I provided in this module, especially the Heidi Andrade article, Assessment in the Service of Learning, which goes into detail of how to involve your students in the assessment creation process, something that I've tried to do. There was some confusion to start the rubric creation process for the 3-part analytic summary. Some of you looked ahead and used my rubric as a template, and that was okay. But I am not satisfied with my rubric. For one, it's only 3 levels. When you have a odd number of levels, people tend to move to the middle so that's not a good thing. And it's also a carryover from an older course that I've used. I've modified it some, but I'm still not happy with it. And I'm convinced that there should always be an advanced level for the student who goes beyond A-level work. The student who does more, goes deeper, finds resources, enhances everybody else's learning. That's why I have that many levels in my discussion board rubric. Rather than give extra credit, which we will talk about in this upcoming module, or actually module 11, I decided that outstanding work should be rewarded with an A+ level. The difficult part of this discussion board was trying to imagine what a good graphic would look like, because I didn't have any samples of that. That's the first time I've added that. So I'm looking forward to seeing how you describe the quality of a good graphic, and also I'm looking forward to when you actually develop those so I can have an exemplar for the next semester. So it needs to give a clear picture of target mastery and candidates' common errors. I won't be giving everyone feedback in this discussion board, so make sure you read what I've written to those early posters. So that's it. I will see you next Monday, and again, have a joyful Thanksgiving.